What's up? What's up? It's the Conversation Kings, and we right back at it like we never left. And as always, like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And you can also catch the Conversation Kings at Cool People Network. And shout out to our sponsors, W Energy, and you could use our code for the Conversation Kings, W17, and you can get 10% off. And also shout out to our other sponsor, Habit 365, and you can use the Conversation Kings and get a discount with them also, right? Today, I just want to talk about mastering your mind. And with this being Men's Mental Health Month, I definitely want to encourage the men to continue to master your mind, right? Because I know Father's Day is coming up, and we celebrate the men for the things that they've done. But a lot of times, men, our mind is not where it should be or where it ought to be, right? That's why I try to connect with brothers who are brothers of inspiration, brothers who keep me accountable, brothers who are always willing to share their information to keep me on point as a man, right? And that's what we need, because in order for us to master our mind, we need to fully be equipped so that way we can continue to stay focused on the things that we need to do as men and as women, just to master our mind, right? But being that it's Men's Mental Health Month, I want to talk about men mastering their mind, right? Because we can go so far off to the left or so far off to the right, and we need those things that encourage us to continue to keep focused, to continue to keep going, continue to be the men that we should be, right? Because we have so many young men in society today that are actually lost and don't have nobody that's there that's to coach them up or anything like that. That's why I love when I see young men taking the initiative to help encourage or coach other young boys to become better men in life, right? Like, shout out to my guy Andre Zaire at I Am Baller. I am born baller, because this guy does a whole lot as a young man, right? He does a lot for the community, for young men. And I encourage that type of environment and that type of teaching that he's doing, right? And so we need to continue to do these things to master our mind, because either you can be a slave or you can be a master of your mind, right? But if you're a slave, then you're able, or you're easily going off to other things that has no meaning in your life, right? But if you master your mind, then you're totally focused on the things that you need to focus on to better yourself in life as a man, right? From the bottom, from ground up, should I say, right? Because that's what's needed in society today. We need men to come back, men who are the masters of their mind, who are following the things that they should be following and doing the things that they should be doing, right? But if my mind is all over the place, then I'm definitely not going to be focused and centered on the things that I need to do as a man, right? And then my mental health is going to be definitely off, right? Because I'm a slave to those things that could affect me, or anything that those traumas that could hurt me, right? But if I'm trying to master my mind, then I'm trying to bring my mind into the fine tuning of what I should be doing and how I should be doing it and the way I should be going as a man, right? And being that it's Men's Mental Health Month, a lot of men suffer because we don't have that outlet, right? Like I said, I'm thankful for the brothers that I do come in contact with who are brothers of inspiration, like Noel Motives, I Am Lamar Wilson, Red Inspires. These type of brothers are the ones that I continue to feed off of when I'm going to continue to master my mind and continue to do the things that I should be doing as a man in a positive way, right? Because there's so many things that can go on in life that could take us down a road where we can't come back from, right? And then if my mind isn't stable to where it should be, then of course I'm gonna be off. Of course I'm gonna be, thrown off track. But if I'm trying to master my mind and master my mental health as a man, then I'm gonna try to be locked into the things that are gonna continue to help uplift me and equip me to live a better life as a man, right? And this is the Conversation Kings. I'm just actually I'm out here on vacation, but I know that things are important, and this is important to me because this is my release therapy as a man, being that it's Mental Health Month. I kind of like to release the things that are inside of me. Man, maybe it may help somebody else, maybe it may equip somebody else, maybe it may encourage somebody else to continue to strive and do the things that they want to do out of life, right? But we need this type of environment, this type of inspiration, this type of motivation, this type of empowerment in order for us to continue to grow as men and be the men that we should be, and have our mental health assessed, checked out, and continue to grow from that, right? And I need to master my mind in order for me to be uh, able to be evolved to the things that are going on around me in today's society. Because in today's society, most men are downplayed, right? Like it's Father's Day coming up, and a lot of men will not be able to be celebrated as a father, right? Or there's different things that are going to be going on for the celebration of Father's Day, right? And I say this all the time, and it's no bashing or anything like that. But if you look at Mother's Day, the corners are filled up with roses and all these gifts and everything like that for Mother's Day, right? But for Father's Day, there's nobody really on the corner. There's less commercials and everything like that. So we're kind of placed in the back burner. And so that has a lot to do with our mental state. But I just want to bring to the forefront that men, you are important. Men, your mental health is important. Men, your physical health is important, right? Continue to go get checked out. Continue to go get those things that are necessary for your life in order for you to continue to stand on business, as they would say, right, in your life as a man, right? And master your mind, master your mental health, master your physical health, right? Because these are the things that we should be doing, right? Because whether we know it or not, men, you are important, right? How can a boy become a man unless he sees a man, right? He sees a man who has mastered his mind, who has mastered his mental health, right? And even though we're trying to master our mind and master our mental health as men, there's definitely going to come some breakdowns, some times of where it's resistance to what we're trying to achieve and trying to accomplish in life. But just know this, that no matter what is going on in life, you can always bounce back, right? You can always come back, right? And you can always continue to move forward and push forward, right? No matter how hard the climb is going uphill, just know that if you continue to climb up that hill, you'll see that mountaintop, right? And that's what today's message is all about. Just continue to master your mind and continue to climb up that mountain, no matter what, no matter how high or how far away it seems. Just continue to climb, and you'll see the results that you're looking for if you're trying to master your mind and trying to understand your own mental health. Because, like I say, this is Men's Mental Health Month, and a lot of focuses. We get a lot of memes and everything like that, a lot of quotes for Mental Health Month, but there needs to be some kind of outlet that are pushing men like, look, bruh, you need to go check your mental health, because what shoulder do you have to cry on, right? What outlet do you have that you can go to when you're in pain or you're hurting and things like that, right? So this is the Conversation Kings, and this is what I'm all about. And I'm all about men and encouraging men and also encouraging my sisters. I have a young lady that's going to come on, and we're going to have discussions and everything like that. But I love to be in a diverse conversation, right? And a conversation that is intellectual and uplifting for both parties, right? That way we can continue to connect in togetherness and build and grow together, because that's what it's all about, right? But my whole focus today is that men, master your mind and continue to check your mental health, right? Because sometimes we black out and we don't know why, right? Or we check out mentally. We can be there physically, but we check out mentally. And I don't want my brothers to continue to check out mentally, right? I need you to stay able and focus on the task at hand, right? Because we can go all over the place, man. But brothers, we need you. Men, we need you. We need you to check your mental health. Check and just turn to somebody if you're going through anything, right? If there's any trauma, any pain, any loss that you're going through, any grief that you're going through that's affecting your mental health, definitely go see somebody, man. And, learn these things and these keys to understand how to master your mind and keep your mind on track, right? Because you don't want an unstable mind, right? You don't want to be lukewarm. Either you want to be cold or you want to be hot, brother, but you cannot be lukewarm and think you're going to get things done in your life as a man. Trust me, I'm talking from experience, right? Either I was cold or I was hot, but once I became lukewarm, a lot of things started going in disarray and not the way I thought it should go or the way I wanted it to go, right? So now I figured that I'm hot and I'm able to share and release a lot of these things, right? Because I've come into the knowledge of how to master my mind, right? And how to take the necessary steps in order to get back on focus on the things that are um, that means a lot to me in life, right? And first things first is my mental health, right? Because if my mental health is off, then my physical, my emotional, all of these states of my body and my being will not be the same, right? So I encourage you to continue to master your mind, continue to master, your mental health, continue to master your focus, continue to master those things that are going to help you to be a better man, right? Because that's what it's all about. Trying to be a better man, a better father, a better husband, a better brother, a better cousin, whatever it may be as a man, right? Because when I was a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things, right? And mastering your mind, you put away childish things and you start to develop more as a man, right? Because you're holding yourself accountable. And if you're with a brotherhood that's holding you accountable also, then it's going to make a great difference in your life, right? It's going to uplift you even more in your life, that your focus is on the things that you're focused on in order for them to be done and for you to get those achievements out of it, right? Because we're all looking for some kind of reward in life, no matter how big or how small it is. We're all looking for some kind of reward, right? But the greatest reward you can get is the reward you give to yourself for doing the things and accomplishing the things that you set out to accomplish, right? And that's one of the major things. So no matter what you're going through, no matter how hard it seems, for every dark night there's a brighter day, right? And so don't look at those things as though they're bad and they're gonna continue to don't sit and sulk in it, should I say? Don't woe is me type of mentality, right? Get up, stand up, and fight for your right to live peacefully and comfortably as a man, right? But you gotta fight to get your mental health to the way it should be, right? Like I say, therapy is good. Therapy is not a bad thing, man. To my brothers out there who always shun it off or push it off, trust me, therapy is not a bad thing when a man is trying to develop himself to be a better man in life for his family, for his children. Do these things, stand up and fight for those causes, right? My father was one of the most influential men in my life, right? And I always looked at the things he did and how he did them, right? And the things that he said, and that made a difference in my life because those things that he talked about when I was a young boy are actually things that I practice today in my life as being a man, being a father, and raising up my children. And these are the things that I want to share and the nuggets that I want to share with my brothers in life, that you may continue to be equipped, empowered, inspired, and motivated, and have the discipline and drive and determination to continue to push forward in your life. So that way, your legacy has an impact on life, right? I always say legacy is not about money, houses, cars, clothes, none of that stuff. We gather that stuff. So when we pass, we leave it on to somebody else. But your legacy is the impact that you make on the next generation that's coming behind you, right? And as a man, I want my legacy to impact other young men that are coming behind me. So that way, like they said, the ancestors blazed the trail for us, right? As men. So what trail am I blazing or opening doors for the next generation to come behind me, right? So that's what it's all about, the impact of the legacy and having that master mentality of my mindset. That way, my mental health and your mental health is where it should be in life today, because life is a zoom, 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 go, 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 rush, rush, rush type of environment that we need to sometimes just sit back, reset, regroup, refocus, take a vacation, go somewhere where it's quiet in a closet or a space where there's no noise and you can regather your mind and refocus your mental health on the things that needs to be done in your life, so that way the effect around for the other people that are around you is a whole lot better and uplifting, right? So this is the Conversation Kings. And as always, like, follow, subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, on Cool People Network. And shout out to our sponsors, W Energy and Habit 365. And you'll definitely be seeing a whole lot more coming from the Conversation Kings with great conversation. And the summer and the year's just getting really started and impactful. And I'm thankful for the blessings that we've been receiving here at the Conversation Kings. So continue to grow, continue to make an impact, and continue to change your life so that way you can be the man that you're called to be, and your mental health will be exactly where it should be. This is the Conversation Kings, and I'm gone.